Hello again, everyone. It's Vince, and this is our update for March 9th, 2026. Let's look back at a day that was pretty crazy. I mean, it all started late last night when the futures market just started to spiral lower. The Dow was down over 1,200 points. Crude oil hit 119 and a half. I mean, it was crazy. But have a look at this. We ended up positive. Now, late this afternoon, there was news. CBS reporter said they spoke to Trump via phone, and he said that the war is just about complete. So, um, you know, if that's the case and it will be ending soon, then that makes these numbers make a lot of sense. But we'll have to wait and see if that's really the case. But for now, this is a very welcome result considering where we were earlier in the day. By the end of it here at 4 p.m. Eastern, the Dow up 200 points, the S&P up 50, and the Nasdaq up 295, while the Russell managed to gain 24 points. But again, some very, very long tails here on these bars. Pretty crazy day. We had crude oil. Have a look at this one. I mean, not the highs. It was at 119.48, finished the day at 84.43 down. Well, still going here, but I mean, just an incredible move reversal there. Gold down just 12 points, and silver up 248 right now. Bond yields mostly lower. The dollar finished more or less flat on the day, but was much higher earlier. The VIX, which actually hit a high of 35.30, is now finishing the day at 25.51 here. And Bitcoin was doing well. Let's see. Yep, still up 2,900 and Ethereum up 87. So quite the move. Now, we had here today not much, nothing at all. Tomorrow we have existing home sales. And then, of course, Wednesday we get CPI, building permits, housing starts, and initial jobless claims on Thursday, followed by durable goods and GDP on Friday. Earnings, not a whole lot here. I mean, we still have a few names trickling in, like Neo, Oracle tomorrow. We've got what else here? Campbell Soup on Wednesday. Dollar General, Dick's Sporting Goods on Thursday, but the bulk of earnings are over. Now, going back to the charts, I have a few that I want to share with you here. We're going to start with NEE, NextEra Energy. And, a very clean, orderly pullback right to that average true range and a nice bounce today. If you compare today to yesterday's candle, that's also a nice bullish engulfing pattern here. If we look at the weekly, this looks pretty good as well, especially considering where we are. We broke above these highs. We came back a little, found support, and are now moving higher. And here we are. This is how close we are to the all-time highs here. So look for a break there potentially in the days ahead. And so I really like this. Earnings are 50 days out. Nothing to worry about there. And it's a reasonable price, $292 a share, very liquid. That is my favorite to the long side. We have a few other charts to the long side that still look good. CAH here, Cardinal Health. There's a nice little bounce. If you look at where this came back to and you look across, there's this high pivot, finding support right there, those prior highs, and bouncing. If you look at the weekly, there it is, and the monthly, there it is. Now, keep in mind, right, that this was a heck of a reversal. And I mean, we had reversed a good portion of it even before Trump spoke, but after he made that comment about the war being just about complete, that's where we continue to run higher and actually end up in positive territory. The reason I'm saying this is any comment at any point can make this market rip higher or lower. It's volatility, right? We're in a very sensitive spot here where anything from either side can really move the market. So you got to be careful either way and expect, some pretty crazy moves back and forth. A couple other charts. We have McDonald's here. And McDonald's, I find interesting just due to this wedge that we had been following for a very long time. We had finally broke out of there and it was doing quite well. Now, in this pullback, we almost got back to this level. I mean, it was pretty close. And have a look at the weekly. There it is. And now, we've managed to remain above, and that's what really matters. Now, if we come back and take out the all-time high, the high from last month, which is 341.35, I think we'll just accelerate here. We're at 330.80, not far off, and it just really looks good. That's all. So it's another one that I'm looking at. And CTVA, Corteva is another one. Real clean here. Nice orderly pullback, solid bounce. And where are we? Pretty much at the all-time highs. Earnings are far away on all of these. Nothing to worry about that. And the one short that looks good is AJG. Let's go and look at this one. AJG, Arthur J. Gallagher and Company. There it is. Again, pretty orderly move back. But, we had been falling for a while. We hit support. We kind of consolidated. We broke below those lows, ripped lower. Now we come back. We didn't quite get back to test these prior low pivots, but we turned around here and got rejected. And looking at the weekly, that's a nice solid downtrend that's been in place for a while. And here's the monthly, and there's a real lack of support. And so we've got a long way to go here. Also looks really good. Let me just double check earnings. Yeah, 45 days away there. So there you have it, a long, a short, and a couple other or three other longs potentially here that I'm looking at. As a reminder, these are not recommendations, but they are examples of what I look for day in and day out. And these are the ones I'm looking at tonight. Okay, that's about it for now. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you on our next update. Take care.